Welcome back to the Myth series in depth. I won't go over the full history of the world of Myth again, but I would like to quickly get you caught up with the state of the Myth universe at the start of this game. The last life cycle was during the Age of Reason. The leveler returned as MumboJumbo in the body of Tyrces. The leveler did not last long, however, he opened a doorway into a distant world of nightmares. This doorway brought the Mercuria into the world, which the Avatara and the Cathbrug were not able to hold at bay. MumboJumbo himself was dragged before the citadel of Iluwin within Lankerfin and drawn and quartered. MumboJumbo was torn asunder, and horses dragged pieces of his body to the four corners of the world. Although MumboJumbo was defeated, the Mercuria hunted humanity to near extinction. Lankerfin stood as the main source of defense against them. The game starts out at this time where the Mercuria rule the lands. How will humanity get out of this situation? On top of all this, a necromancer of great power claiming to be MumboJumbo reborn has arisen. What force could have brought MumboJumbo back? Wasn't the leveler already defeated? Yet, we have not had a light cycle yet. On top of that, how would the leveler return in the same Dark Age? No hero technically defeated the leveler according to the Myth 3 manual. We definitely have some questions that still need to be answered. Now let's jump into the journal and get this show on the road.
This was known as the Dark Time, when living nightmares haunted the lands. With the falling of the sun, unearthly cries undulated from hidden caves as devils stalked out of their shadowy nests to feast upon beast and man alike. They were the Mercuria, and they were slowly hunting humanity into extinction. 2 human settlements were all that remained in the known world: the splendid city of Lankerfin and the humble territories of Gower. Lankerfin was the seat of the Cathbrug Empire, and its towering walls, built in the Age of Reason, were too fortified for even the Mercuria to scale. The lands of Gower, though, were a different matter. The clansmen of Gower were hardy people who worked a hostile and unforgiving land at the edge of the world. For hundreds of years, the Mercurian devils made prey of the peoples of Gower, stalking from the dire marsh to raid their homes and villages. Although many stands were made against the Mercuria, not a single town was saved. The devils were unstoppable. On this day, the Mercurian horde had slaughtered their way to the outskirts of the town of Yursgrad, the oldest and mightiest town in the territories. During the forenight, unholy wails drifted from the hills outlying the city. Yursgrad was surrounded. Its doom appeared imminent. Clansmen who could fight gathered the people to the center of the town, making preparations for their last stand, all the while watching the descending sun and waiting for the darkness to bring their doom.
The Mercuria have been hunting humanity to extinction, and the only known remnants of the humans are in Lankerfin and Gower. Lankerfin was able to withstand the Mercuria thanks to its walls that were built during the Age of Reason. The people of Gower, on the other hand, were a tough group of people who had barely survived up to this point in the story. They had been raided like game by the Mercuria, who would come at them from the dire marsh. The people of Gower had been failing to protect even a single town from the Mercuria attacks. Now, the mightiest town in the territories, Yursgrad, has been surrounded. The people have prepared to make a stand against the Mercuria on this night. If you take a look at the world map, you will notice that Gower is north of the Great Void. In fact, the people of Gower are surrounded by hostile forces on all sides. The Mercuria to the west, the Trout to the north, and the Gulls to the south. It seems like they can't catch any breaks. The fact that they are still alive is a testament to the strength and endurance of the people who live there. The people in Gower remind me a lot of barbarians who lived in the 12 Duns in the Bungie Myth games. In fact, they have units that are also called Berserks and are virtually the same units. Berserks are the toughest fighters within Gower. Myth 3 will also have some Berserks from the 12 Duns later on. Here are the Berserks flavor texts from Myth 3 that will tell us quite a bit more about the people of Gower. As a rite of passage, Gower youths journey to the glacial blind steppes in hunt of the frost bears who make their dens in the blue ice. Armed with only an axe, most Gower youths can muster the skills to slaughter the bear. The real challenge is dragging the bear's carcass 20 miles back to their village. Pointing to a jagged scar along his chest, Rulof spoke of the Makridia hunter's clawed fingers. Gesturing to his bent leg, Rulof told a tale of the Ghoul's cleaver swing. Showing his lacerated back, Rulof spoke of a trowel's footprint. After the massacre of the village of Yursgrad, blood and signs of battle abound, but there were no bodies remaining, save one. The body of Hrothgar was found amongst the bodies of several dead Makridia, all slain by the axe. Even in his death, Hrothgar held the crushed throats of 2 Makridia in either hand, bitterly defiant long after his end. Youth killing bears in the blind steppes, battle scars from ghouls and trowels. These were an especially rough group of people, but not even they could withstand the Makridia. We also have a new unit in this mission from Gower called the Hearthguard. These are the vigilant guardsmen who defended the villages within the clans. They are experts with spears and throwing javelins. They are also equipped with wooden shields that offer some level of protection against the Makridia. The Hearthguard's flavor texts tell us about their battles against the Makridia. Leaping from the tree, Ulrich drove his spear down the head of the Makridia giant. As the beast dropped to the dirt, kicking its death throes, Ulrich bellowed his war cry to the advancing Makridia devils. With snarling hisses, the fell creatures retreated back into the darkness. There would be no feeding this night. We are guardians of the north. Our spears deal vengeance. Our shields defend our clan. Our eyes are ever vigilant. Our hearts know no fear. We are guardians of the hearth, and the devils that defile our clans be our enemies. We do get a few fighting villagers who are armed with pitchforks, but they are pretty much worthless when it comes to battle. The fighting villagers have the same flavor text as the other villagers in the mission, whom we will be protecting. Here are their flavor texts. With vile Makridia dwelling to the west, Trow slavers ruling the icy northlands, and the sporadic ghoul raiding from the south, all but the strongest have been eliminated from their rank. Bearing the frozen winters and the hot and sticky summers, the clansmen of Gower are stubborn and tenacious. To them, their lands is theirs alone, and no force of nature or evil will run them from it. Last, on the side of the light, we got Connacht himself. Connacht is labeled as a barbarian and wields a giant two-handed axe. The hints for the mission tells us that the units will fight better when they are around Connacht. I searched within the tags, and you can see that he gives friendlies a morale bonus of 4, which means they will fight as if they had 4 more kills as part of their experience. The morale distance is 5 world units. To get an idea of how far this is, Connacht's maximum attack range is 2 world units, so they have to be very close to him for the benefit to work. Connacht's flavor text tells us about his encounters with the Makridia as a boy, and this led to him being who he is today. The gathered wood carried upon his back, the boy heard the sound of screams over the forested hill. Rushing to the overlook, He could only stare at the horror unfolding before him. The devils ran throughout the streets, rendering his clansmen and feeding on his family. Screams were the only defenses they could muster. The young boy could only stare silently and watch. Salivating, the night-furred beast grinned at the thought of an easy meal. The boy, once paralyzed with fear, now gave into burning rage. Hurling himself at the devil, he screamed his clan's battle cry and swung his axe at the beast. With a gurgling rush of blood, the Macridia fell into the dirt, the axe splitting its head. So he spoke of the corpse. They can be killed. Connacht, watching the Macridia kill his family and village as a boy, had to have filled him with anger towards them. For enemies in this mission, we have Macridian hunters and Macridian warriors. There is also technically a pack mage, but I won't go into details about him during this mission because he is more of a special unit on the map that you typically won't encounter. I'll explain more about this later. The Macridian warriors are grey in the game, and they are basically the same as the Macridia that we are familiar with from the Myth Bungie games. The Macridia hunters appear as brown in the game. The hunters have become a cowardly bunch because they have feasted on such weak prey for such a long time. They will run from prey that poses a threat to them and are much weaker than the Macridia warriors. Now on this mission, you were supposed to be able to unlock a secret mission by beating this mission on Legendary if you won without any casualties, including villagers, and killing the Macridian pack mage. The Macridian pack mage appears at the bottom center of the map when you start the game. I will show you how to save all your villagers and kill the pack mage to unlock the secret mission. Unfortunately, it doesn't work, though, and you will have to download a file from the Tame in order to test out the secret mission. I will explain more about this secret mission later in the video.
The devils! They're coming!
Anyone who can hold a sword, gather to the shrine! The time for running is over. We must make our stand here!
Okay. Defense of Yursgrad, August 8th, 1426 AE. The village of Yursgrad, territory of Gower. Protect as many defenseless villagers as possible against the onslaught of Macridia. Alright, so as you can see, we already got a bunch of Macridia coming. So it's really important to react quickly in this game. So I'm going to show you how to do that. We'll restart it. We got a bunch of Macridia that start off coming from the west. They kind of are going to encircle us. They'll spot these villagers. Eventually they'll come see us, but we also got these villagers down here we need to protect. So what you can do, see, we just get surrounded and we can't move. So what we're going to do is we're going to restart. We're going to bring all these warriors, all these people, except for Connacht up here. And then we're going to hide these villagers. And these villagers, we're just going to bring them over and they'll never get bothered. So we're going to start the mission. I'm going to show you a little trick. We can get rid of this banner at the top too. Okay, so as soon as you start the mission, you can just save it right away. Because right now you're kind of stuck in a cutscene, you can't move at all. But by saving and loading, you can control the screen.
They're coming!
And we can take all these guys up here.
Let's go!
Now it's not letting us move the camera again, so what we can do is we can save it again. This is how we can like get all our guys moving where we want right away.
Okay.
We can get all these guys. We just got to bring them over here somewhere. Because eventually the Macridia will find them where they're at. We're going to leave Connacht in the center. try to grab all these berserks and hotkey them.
Tell me. Aye.
Yeah.
I might have screwed up because they might not have seen Connacht yet. Oh, there they see him. Okay, now we're gonna bring him over here.
What? Got it.
Ironically enough, the females are on a different thing.
Okay. Come on.
So you have to like select all the villagers multiple times in order to
Huh?
get them.
Let's go.
So you can see, they're all like trying to chase Connacht. These McCurdy are really confused.
Over here.
You can see I'm going on slow motion because like this
okay.
start of the game is really important. So we can save it right here. You kind of got Connacht running around behind. They all want to chase Connacht for some reason. They really like Connacht. So we're just gonna keep Connacht running away.
Kill.
To death. Got it.
Now they don't have like the same gesture click in this game, so like once you like left click, you can kind of like quickly like move the mouse in the direction you want to go to get them to face the way you want. It's kind of annoying because like as you can see, sometimes they'll draw a box, so you can't like hold the left mouse like at all. It's a little weird. So these guys are really confused, the AI. They want to like chase Connacht, but they also want to come fight the hardest guards. They like will run back and forth. So they won't actually engage, which is really weird. So we're just gonna keep Connacht running around until we kill all these McCurdy back here. We can bring him all the way around the other side of the map. Since Connacht can outrun the McCurdy, basically these javelin throwers are pretty cool.
Kill.
Got it. We move. We move. To death. Move it. Tell me. To death.
We're dead.
Move it.
I'm just gonna let my reserves go in and finish him off.
Move it.
Yeah.
Move your ass. Move your ass.
I got blood on my belt.
Aye.
Okay, now we're doing so good so far. Okay, now we gotta deal with these other group of McCurdias that are right here. They're just hunters though, so they're not a big problem.
Yeah.
We move.
Over here.
Basically, we want only this blob chasing Connacht. That's our first goal.
We move.
Let's go.
Got it.
Let's go.
So we kind of just, you see, I kind of picked Connacht just to run a long ways. Looks like they're going to face Connacht.
We move.
We want to go to this top
Got it.
right, because there's some McCurdy up here we want to take care of. There's the Mercuria backpack mage. She's in the middle of the group. Normally I like to like see him and just kill him with Connacht, but
Aye,
I think we'll be fine.
Yeah.
aye.
Normally there's some
Let's go.
Mercuria hunters that come back up here. We probably killed them though.
Yeah.
Aye. We move.
Yeah.
Yeah!
He just missed him. That's hilarious.
Aye! Aye!
Over here.
Those Mercuria might come and fight him. Just gonna keep Connacht running around. We'll probably circle around and try to kill this pack mage with Connacht. Because he can easily kill him single-handedly.
Over here.
To death!
Got a hotkey Connacht.
Attack.
We move! Get him! To death!
Alright, getting close to getting these Mercuria taken care of.
To death!
Look at these javelin throws. Alright.
Aye!
Alright, here's the Mercuria that go up here that I was looking for. Okay, now run over here. I feel like the hotkeys
Let's
don't always
go.
work in this game.
Aye! We move!
Yeah.
There's a Mercuria pack mage. She's still back here chasing me. As I said, he like starts like right here. Okay, now that we've done that, we should be able to start cheesing the rest of this group. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna start running around in circles and let them come. Our hearth guards pick them off. Only thing is we gotta keep them like somewhat grouped up so that they'll keep chasing Connacht. There we go, this should be good. We'll just go ahead and save that since we got a little closer. Because they might try to, some of them, when we get a large group, some of them might try to... One of them must be red. They must be killing each other. The hill helps the hearth guard throw farther. He's just gonna zap his own units. We'll have to make sure we kill this pack mage before we win the mission. Because like to win the mission, you just have to kill a certain number of these guys. You don't have to actually kill them all. I'm not exactly sure if there's like specific ones you have to kill or what? So some of them, like, they start to want to chase my guys, but they don't. Like, oh, he actually hurt Connacht there. Does he have a mana? I don't know. I think he just gets close enough and he I really wonder if he's hitting his own units. I'm going pretty wide so that the pack mage can't hit Connacht. Not that it really matters that much. Okay, right now they're just taking damage, they're not getting very many kills, but that'll start changing. They'll start getting more kills as they get low on health. Especially when we get some of them in the red. I'm gonna go ahead and save it, because if I let this pack mage kill my Connacht, that'll be a pain. Probably gonna have to eventually kill him with these Yursgrads. If I go wide, it's gonna help keep him from getting hit by the pack mage. Normally, I just kill him with the Connacht early on. That's usually what I was doing when I was practicing. Here's what I normally do. But
Casualty.
yeah, I normally just run up to him and hit him a couple times. This is what happens if you get too far away from the group, is they will destroy everybody. It's just way too many of
With
them.
the fall of Yursgrad, the
Perfect, they like ran up, but they didn't actually engage. That's perfect. They just let us get a bunch of free hits. Thank you guys. Thank you, Macridia. Thanks for making this video quicker. This video is brought to you by these thankful, thoughtful... Only got like one more hit in Connacht. We need to make sure that we should kill this pack mage now, probably. See if we can target these Yursgrads on him. I'm gonna take him like kind of wide, make sure that he doesn't get a hit on me. Well, let's bring him like all the way to the north. You can tell there's some Macridias killing each other. Okay, this is what I want to do, is I wanted to make some distance between the pack mage. Unfortunately, they decided to go after.
With the fall of
I think
Yursgrad,
I brought him too, like spread him out too much. They like seem to want to attack who's maybe it's like who's closest to the whole group, like who has the most units close to them. Like they want to move as a pack. That must be what they're trying to do. So like spreading them out in the line was bad, I guess. Take any hits on him? I don't think. I think he might have took some damage. No, he's still full health. I tried to get him to get a few hits on him, but that's right. This can take forever, I know, but I'm almost there. I just got to make sure this pack mage gets killed. Oh, I should have made
With
sure
the
I
fall
killed
of
that pack
Yursgrad.
mage earlier in the mission. I should have killed him first before he got Connacht hurt. Come on, guys. Come on, you lovelies. That was a pretty long range. I felt like he was farther than usual there.
with the fall of Yursgrad,
Yep, this pack mage is annoying me. Okay, pack mage. Okay. I wanted to be able to just have him run away. Let's try this. No. No, load last game. Load a save. I didn't freaking save the game. That's not the last save game. Unless I did something really stupid. I'm pretty sure the game was screwing up.
Casualty.
I was hoping I could just get a bunch of kills right there with my berserks, but oh well. I really want to just get rid of this package. Let's try this again, right? Kind of loop around. This will kind of hopefully get the pack mage farther back. Now we need to pick out this pack mage and kill him, because like there's not a lot of McCurdy left.
Over here!
Got it!
We're gonna beat the mission pretty soon. What I can do, let's just keep running this way.
Aye!
Yeah!
Aye!
Let's go!
We move!
Yeah!
Aye! We move! Got it! Aye! To death!
Well, that's not working. I was hoping they could just come behind them all and kill the pack mage, but that's not gonna work. He just shot his own freaking McCurdy. Okay, so I got these guys just on standby, but they won't shoot. No, there's actually still a lot left. No, shoot the...
They die!
Shoot the pack mage. Come on, he should be in range.
They die! To death!
There we go, the pack mage is dead. So now we don't have to worry about that. And now we can pretty much just run around and pass forward and kill all these guys.
Casualty.
I went a little too fast.
With the fall of Yursgrad,
Sorry about this, guys. This level is like definitely one of the most annoying levels in the game on Legendary. It's just bad. There's not much to say about it. I mean, I feel like the level could be cool, but they made it like they made way too many McCurdy at once. Like you can't really like use real tactics to kill them. You have to like cheese them. Come on. The like pathing around the tree is kind of weird. Okay, I should win this mission any second. Any minute now and I'll win. There's not that many left.
Over here!
Move, you fool! Move ya! Tell me!
That's a Yursgrad. I think we won. It says game over. Yep, there we go. That take long enough, guys?
Against all hope, the Mercridian horde was routed. For the first time in hundreds of years, humanity had stood toe-to-toe against the devils and defeated them.
This music is kind of loud. So, Yursgrad killed 23. We actually got quite a few with our berserks, although most of the damage was the Hearthguards. Connacht did a little bit of damage. He didn't get any kills, but you know, we really don't need him to get experience anyways. Most of them were warriors. Like that mission is just, it just give you too many enemies too fast. Like they needed to work on this mission quite a bit more, and it would have been more fun on Legendary, but just not balanced. Now if we start next game, they'll actually restart the mission. So you see it's playing the same one again, and you actually just come to the exact same mission. So this is supposed to be the secret mission, but it actually doesn't take you to the secret mission. So I'm just gonna do the cheat to skip the mission, and then I'll show you the secret mission in a minute. So on the Taint, if you download the file, there's a file in the Taint that is for the secret mission, which is the defense of MumboJumboLand. You can see it's actually on the same map as defense of Yursgrad. They just replaced some of the units. So we'll go ahead and jump into that real quick. Okay, it starts off, it looks the same.
They're coming!
Anyone who can hold a sword, gather to the shrine.
You'll notice our javelin guys look a little
The time for
different.
running is over. We must make our stand here.
And then it says, protect as many defenseless villagers as possible against the onslaught of Pika army. And you also will notice it's October 5th, 2001, the village of Irvine territory of California. Look at this face. I can't remember. If you look at the hints, it's just ha 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 ha. So this is what you get. And you see these little enemies. Look at them. They're just little Pikachus, basically. They're basically squirrels. You got a bunch of them. There's actually some giant ones too. So these guys actually don't have any special ability, they just still throw javelins. You see the Pikas, like, they shoot like lightning, which is crazy.
Casualties.
There's also like a giant one somewhere down here. Maybe I can find it. Maybe I can find the giant one for you real quick.
The
Everyone who can hold a sword! Time for running is over!
Let's
We must
go.
make our stand here!
Over here.
I don't really feel,
Let's
since this
go.
mission really isn't that unique, I don't feel that inspired to play it so far. So you can see here, we got the squirrel. They're all labeled as squirrels. Look at them, squirrel. It is unknown to many that squirrels are actually messengers of the gods. Their constant chittering are messages for us to heed. Fernalian the Green, a naturalist of some acclaim, was said to have the power to understand the squirrel's divine messages. On one occasion, he was seen running through a village, shouting, "Nuts! Nuts! They want nuts!" So that's the secret mission. Nothing too crazy. The windscreen and lost screen each play a little dialogue in Myth 3 when you reach them, as you may have noticed. The windscreen shows the Berserks and Hearthguards holding the head of a Macridia in triumph. Strangely enough, the Berserks are wielding axes, even though in the game they are wielding long swords. The lost screen shows a Macridia holding one of the skulls of the people in Gower as triumph of the victory. It looks like the Macridia is inside a cave overlooking the village. However, the right side of the image also looks like part of a building, so maybe some of the village existed within these caves. Either way, without Connacht rising up to protect humanity, the fate of the race is sealed. Well, that is it for this mission. If you guys want to see me beat the secret mission, let me know. Otherwise, I will continue on to the next mission in the game, the Nest, where we will be taking the fight to the Macridia. See you then.